We will be live shortly. We will be live shortly. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Let's get after this. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of BKO, Power of Fitness Podcast. If this is your first time listening, I want to say welcome. We are a fitness and self-development podcast. The purpose of this podcast is to show you how fitness has helped us and show you how it can help you as well. The only thing that we ask is that for every episode you listen to, you please refer a friend. The more people we have listening, the more people we can help. We all know that in today's society, we all need to help each other. We need to make it the best that it possibly can. So without you guys, we are nothing. So we ask you, if you like something from this episode, if you enjoy the podcast, if it can help someone that you know, please share it, send them in a text, refer our podcast, share it on your story, whatever it is. Now today, guys, today's episode is going to be tips. We have segments in this podcast, motivational segments, just bullshit talk in the podcast. We got guests in the podcast, and then we have things that are going to give you actual tips for fitness. The reason I say that is because, guys, I have a high emphasis on mental fitness. I think that a lot of you don't understand that in order to be physically fit, you got to be mentally fit. Because mental aspect is the most important part of anything that you do in this life. And if you don't have that, if you don't work on that, then you're probably going to fail at everything, or you're only going to do things for a short period of time and then do something else. You're never going to have long-term success in anything that you do. So today's episode is not going to be one of them episodes. It's actually going to be an episode where I'm going to give you guys tips. So if you guys are listening, we do have a video segment of this where I do videos on YouTube at Stoop Knockout, or check out BKO, Team BKO, on Facebook, Team BKO, or BKO Fitness on Instagram. We have videos on there. So today, guys, we're going to be talking 5 tips for building muscle. Now, before we even get into this, there are way more tips I have than 5 tips for building muscle. I just broke down the 5 most important ones that I come to understand that help me build muscle continually, whether I'm trying to gain weight or whether I'm trying to lose weight, to get me to that path. Because there's 1,000 different tips I can give you, and if you want to know all of them to get down to the real nitty-gritty of it, message me at Team BKO on Facebook, and I'll get to you. But we're going to start off. Tip number 5. Tip number 5. We got weights. Actually, we're going to start off different. We're going to start from number 1. Number 1 for you guys. We're going to do a change of what y'all just saw on the screen. Number 1. Tip number 1. Probably one of the most important things, and you guys don't like to hear this. But in all of my time of, working out, building muscle, and actually trying to do it consistently, no alcohol is a game changer. Now, I was always told when you have a hard workout and you go get drunk, you might as well have just not worked out. Now, some of you think, oh, well, whatever, I can have a beer here and there. Yeah, you can. You can. But what's the likelihood that all of you can, just sustain to have just one beer or one shot? Likely not a lot of you. There's a lot of you, including myself, when you have a drink, when you go out there and, you have your shot, it turns into 5 or 6. It turns into a bunch of shitty food. It turns into all different things than alcohol. And that's a big thing. but the alcohol in itself is a hindrance to your muscle building. Reason number one that you should cut off alcohol if you're serious about making muscle gains is this. Excessive alcohol consumption lowers your testosterone. So for all you guys out there that are 30 and over, 50 and older, and you go into the gym and you get drunk and you wonder why you still got that belly fat, why your arms are still flabby, why you still got man titties, not man pecs. Well, when you drink a lot, it lowers your testosterone, which testosterone helps build muscle. So there you go. All you fellas out there that keep saying, oh, I work so hard in the gym, but it just doesn't grow. Like no matter what I do, blah, blah, blah. Right here. No alcohol equals game changer. Now, reason number two on why alcohol fucks you up is because alcohol inhibits your recovery. And what I mean by that is you get sore and you stay sore. And when you recover from your workout, you don't recover as fast or as properly as you should regularly. You don't go through the proper stages of recovery because your body doesn't know how to function properly because it's just trying to get back to its normal state without the alcohol. And one of the most important things about building muscle is your recovery. Your recovery is just as important as actual work. Believe it or not. That's why they've made protein for post-workout. They've made carbs for post-workout. They made all these certain things, supplements for post-workout, because your post-workout window and your recovery window is the most important part of the muscle building process. If you drink after you work out, even if it's 2-3 hours later and you get hammered, kiss them gains goodbye. You're going to be sore as shit the next day. And that's why. Not because you went too hard, but because you didn't allow your body to properly recover. Reason number three, alcohol dehydrates you. When you get dehydrated, your muscles don't get fed. When you get dehydrated, you cannot recover. When you get dehydrated, your blood and your muscles are not cooperating with each other, and it doesn't get the proper building muscle and mechanisms to your muscles that you need. You get cramps, which cause muscle breakdown. When you drink and you get dehydrated, you're telling your body, hey, fuck it, don't grow. Just don't make me die. Really. That's how it is. So when you go through a hard workout, you get drunk and you get dehydrated, like, what do you expect to happen? You expect your man titties to fucking just boom, turn into solid pecs? That's not going to fucking happen. They're going to get saggier because you're dehydrated, believe it or not. Reason number four, alcohol lacks nutrients and it prevents you from properly absorbing minerals and vitamins that you need. So let's say you have a healthy meal and you have 6 shots with it. Well, them vegetables and that fruit and that protein that you just ate isn't going through the proper systems to go to your muscles. It's going elsewhere. It's getting bounced off here and there. We don't need to get real fucking chemical with it. But when you drink a lot, your body doesn't know what to do with alcohol, and it doesn't know how to actually filter out the vitamins that you consume with that alcohol. So you're basically having an empty meal. Might as well just drink soda. It actually goes to your body better, believe it or not. And number 5 is alcohol prevents fat burning. And I mean this, guys. When you build muscle, muscle burns fat. So, if you're trying to gain weight, you're only going to get fatter. You're not going to grow muscle. If you're trying to cut, you're going to lose your muscle. And you're not going to keep your fat. You're just going to float in the middle. So for those of you out there that keep complaining you can't make weights, check tip number 1 right here. I'm going to give it to you again. Tip number 1, no alcohol is a game changer. Remember that. Tip number 2, fuck your motivation. How many of you out there say, I don't go to the gym because I just lack motivation. I just don't feel like going. I'm just so tired. Nothing's driving me to go. Hands? I see your hands. Yeah, I hear your hands because that's all of us. It's all of us. if we try to rely on motivation to get to the gym and stay to the gym to build muscle, you're never going to get there. You're going to be a little sprinter. You're going to go, stop. You're going to go again, and you're going to stop. You're not going to have that marathon. You're never going to get there because motivation comes and goes. And if you rely on something that comes and goes, then you might as well just not rely on anything at all. Ask 9 out of 10 professional lifters or bodybuilders if they're just motivated to go. Because most of them aren't. Most of them are quote unquote motivated by the goals that they have. But what about off season? What about when they're not competing, but they still go? What is it? Why do they go? People like me, normal people, go to the gym all the time, to stay fit, to feel good, to look good. I can feel good when I drink too. I can feel good when I'm on vacation, pigging out too. But what keeps me going when I'm not, trying to look good on a vacation? Or I'm not trying to, do a certain show or this or that. It's not motivation. It's habit. You have to become a creature of habit. And that works in your life and in the gym. So if you want to build muscle, you have to work on habits to get your ass into that gym and to get your ass to eat the proper foods that you need to eat to get to your goals. So you need to have a habit, not motivation. Because if you live by motivation, you're going to die by motivation and you're going to stay fat with your man titties. Yes, I'm talking to you. I am talking to you, though, just so you know. Tip number 3. We got tip number 3 on here. Diet is essential. You cannot outwork your nutrition. If you guys spend 5 hours in the gym and you don't understand why you're still fat or why you're still skinny, guys or girls, check what you're eating. Track what you're eating. We're going to talk about that in another episode. I actually will do that for you. See what you're actually consuming to where you need to get and see how far you're off. You can work out all you want. You work out as hard as you want. You can lift as heavy as you want, and you can take as many less breaks as you want. It does not fucking matter. You cannot outwork your nutrition. I don't care who you are. Ask any athlete in the world. Ask any lifter in the world. Ask any normal person in the world that just goes to the gym to be healthy, to feel healthy, like myself that and ask them what they say. You cannot outwork your nutrition. Now, this could also be number 1. The only reason it's not number 1 is because you need to have number 1 and number 2 to get to number 3. So for those of you that work out for 6 hours and then go out and pig out, have ice cream all day, have fucking, cupcakes and chips and sodas, and thinking, hey, I'm in bulk season, baby. Let's go. But you get fat, not muscular. The reason is you're not consuming enough fruit, vegetables, and protein. I'm not saying you can't have bad meals or bad snacks. Absolutely can, in moderations. But you got to modernize the crappy food that you're eating and have the good food that you're eating habit. That's got to be your lump sum. Has to be healthy foods to get you towards your goal. So for every 3 steaks that you have, you can have a cupcake. Maybe 2 steaks. Hell, if you're real good at your diet and you get enough protein in your diet, you can have a cupcake for every steak that you eat. Because that's what the veterans do. A lot of people think that, oh, well, I'm just going to eat what I want. I'm never going to get fat. You're going to end up getting fat. There's a lot of you out there that say, I can eat whatever I want. I don't gain weight. I don't know what it is. I eat 6,000 calories a day. I don't know what it is. Or are you eating McDonald's? Are you at the Whopper, eating Burger King? That food's not real. That food's bullshit. That's not giving you anything you actually need. That's why you can't lose weight. That's why you can't gain muscle. You need to eat protein. Proper sources from fish, from chicken, from steak, from red meat, from all types of those. You need to eat vegetables. You need to eat your broccoli, your avocados. You need to eat all these stuff to make your body process better. If you want to feel better and you want to look better and put on muscle, you need all of that. You can't just simply go fucking keep hammering and then not properly fueling in it. It's like, people are making buildings using the wrong nails and then can't expect why the nail won't hang on the wall. Well, you got to use the right nail. So your body has to use the right food to get the right results. So remember that. You can't outrun your diet. Diet is essential. Tip number 4, mind-muscle connection. You see this big-ass brain, this big-ass arm I have on here? There's a reason for that, guys. Mind-muscle connection. This is one of the most important things you can remember because your mind and your muscle. What I mean by that is this. You can go to the gym and work out as much as you want, but are you doing it right? Is each set and rep that you're doing done right? Because you could do bicep curls and swing your back and barely even hit your biceps and then say, hey, my biceps aren't growing. You could do chest and do a big ass arch and barely get any fucking chest press on it and say, hey, I'm hitting chest, and then wonder why your chest don't grow. You could do that. So when you go into the gym, whatever rep, whatever exercise you're doing, you need to focus on hitting that actual muscle. When you're doing squats, focus on using your quads and your ass, not worrying about lifting it up with your back or if your calves are getting a workout, because you're not working those out. You have to focus on the muscle you're working out. If you're doing bench press and you don't feel anything on your bench, maybe you should do a workout that burns out your other muscles like your triceps or your shoulders before you do your bench, so you actually feel your chest working on that bench. There's people that go into the gym just go through the motions, and they get hurt. Why do they get hurt? Because they're doing terrible reps. And if you want to build muscle, you have to be nailed in on every single rep that you do. And it's just like life. If you want to get that promotion, every single project that you work on, you need to be connected with mentally with your physical output. Same thing works in the gym. Mind, muscle, connection. So work on that. If you guys start doing that into the gym and you start going into every one of your workouts, focusing on it, and actually challenge yourself to dominate one rep at a time, you're going to grow. You're going to put on muscle. You're going to burn fat. You're going to lose those man titties. Trust me, mind, muscle, connection is key. Tip number 5, the argument right here. Should you do weights? Should you do cardio? Well, guys, you got to do both. Now, the amount that you do on both is up to, your workout routine that you like, what your body allows you to do, and, what your goals are. But you need to do both. You need to hit the weights and you need to hit the cardio. Now, you could get to your result doing one or the other, but the best possible way for you to build muscle is by doing both. Strength training is 75% more effective than cardio is. But cardio burns more calories in a certain period of time than weights do. So you use the weights to build and slowly burn, and you use the cardio to burn and slowly build. They go hand in hand. Now, if you look at me, I really don't do a lot of cardio. I walk around a lot at work, so that's cardio. If I didn't walk around at work a lot, I would do cardio every single day, 15 to 20 minutes after my workout. But the fact that I do a half-hour cardio after a workout 3 days a week. And that's good because my weightlifting workouts are about 45 to 90 minutes. But you could do vice versa. You don't have to always go into the gym and say, I have to work out for 45 minutes and hit the weights and then do cardio. You can do a 45-minute cardio session followed by a high-intense, short break weightlifting session for 25, 30 minutes and still get really good results. But the fact is this, guys, if you want to put on muscle, lean muscle, whether you're doing it during a bulk or whether you want to maintain your muscle during a cut, adding both weights and cardio into your routine will be essential for your results. Simple as that. You don't always have to run on the treadmill. You don't always have to run outside. You can pick whatever you want, whatever type of cardio is good for you. Whether you do jiu-jitsu workouts, you can do boxing workouts, you could swim, you could ride the bike, whatever it is, it could be cardio. That works. You don't have to lift heavy. You don't have to go in there and be like, yo, I got to bench press 500 pounds today. I got to squat or deadlift 500 pounds today. You don't have to do that. It's not really about the weight. It's about the mind-muscle connection, allowing you to get each rep at 100% efficiency, no matter what the weight is, to build that muscle. That's what matters. So, guys, take these tips into effect the next time you make a workout plan, the next time you go to the gym, and let me know how quick you change your life and your results in the fitness world. We make things difficult, yet there are techniques that we could do to make them easy. These are 5 tips that you could change that can affect your workout plan, affect your muscle building right now. So make it easy and follow the guidelines that have been laid out before you, not by me, but by people that have done it for years on years on years. So stop slacking. Stop making excuses. Use these tips to make results. And if you need help, if you need any workout plans, nutritional help, just any type of help at all, reach out to us at Team BKO or BKO Fitness on Instagram, and we'll help you out. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll be back next time, guys. Thank you for listening. Peace out.